Well, thank you. Thank you. Very thoughtful, Mr. Ulen. Very thoughtful. This has really been an excellent panel. And you've given us lots of food for thought. I just say to you that around here, sometimes there's a moment in time to get things done. I've been on this committee for 25 years. I started way down at the end. And these last 2 years have been the most frustrating of all, because we need a budget process. We need a budget debate. And this committee kind of got big-footed this year by special negotiations going on at a much higher level. That is, the leadership of the House and the Senate, Republican and Democrat, joined in negotiations with first the Vice President, then the President himself, and I was told repeatedly, don't go forward to the budget resolution because we might need to use reconciliation to implement whatever agreement we make. And it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for you to run a resolution through the committee and 3 weeks later you'd be in here with a leadership agreement that needed to use reconciliation provisions for implementation. And so we've wound up in this unusual situation where we didn't have a budget resolution go through the normal process. I would say to my colleagues, we do now have a budget in place in the sense that a deeming resolution has been adopted in the Budget Control Act. It establishes the budget for the next 2 years. We know what the budget's going to be for the next 2 years. It's in law. And we have 10 years of spending caps in law. It's done. And this special committee has been given, in essence, the kind of power that you would have in a reconciliation process to deal with entitlements and revenue. They can come up with a proposal and come back, no ability to filibuster. That is a mirror of a reconciliation process. But look, I don't think it's in the long-term interest of the institution to function this way. This committee has got to have meaning, and this process has got to have meaning, and for it to have meaning, there's got to be an opportunity to act. I can tell you, trying to convince the leadership to go to a budget resolution process, especially with vote-a-rama, where senators, in many cases, literally are not sure what they're voting on. And this is, it is the case. I've been through it 25 times, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse. You got more and more votes after all time has expired with little or no debate time. Now, that does not bring respect to this institution. And the proof's in the pudding. We are not doing budget resolutions through the normal process. The place where I might agree with some of my colleagues, we got a budget in place. We got a budget in place through the Budget Control Act. But it's a very frustrating way to have proceeded. We did not have, I think, the kind of debate in this committee, the kind of debate on the floor that our colleagues deserve and that the nation needs. So, Mr. Ulen, I have enormous respect for you, but the notion that we don't make a change here leaves me pretty cold, because this to me is not working. And I've been here 25 years. I've been in the majority. I've been in the minority. I'm acutely aware that that can change. But, boy, I tell you, I'm strongly in the camp of moving to a biennial budget, something to reform this vote-a-rama process.